Hello everyone, this is Say. So continue on with the 8 body types. Today let's talk about what are the different types of body types. It's easy to see people on YouTube today talking about the vegan diet, paleo diet, ketogenic diet. Ketogenic is really big. I'm surprised even here in South Korea there's so many people on this diet. Why? Well, so many people are suffering from indigestion and bloating and then difficult diseases such as diabetes. They're looking for a cure, and often doctors tell them there's no cure for something like diabetes. But it's been proven that many of these diseases are lifestyle diseases. By changing their diet, they get better. However, why is that some people get better on a vegan diet? Some people get better on an all-meat diet. Some people get better on a ketogenic diet. It's because their body types are different. For those whose DNA has strong, large livers and gallbladders, strong hips, strong muscles, they can easily digest meat and fat. And by doing that, they strengthen their body condition faster when they're eating meats, fats, root vegetables. That's why someone like Joe Rogan on his podcast talks about eating elk, deer, making fun of vegans. For him, the liver body type, they feel they're getting stronger when they eat this meat, and when they eat just vegetables and fruit and grains, they feel their body's getting weaker. Now, vegan type is good for everyone, actually, spiritually, emotionally. Everyone is sort of meant to rely on a vegan diet, but there's a mental component to it. You have to spiritually sort of be in tune with it, because there is a little bit of lacking, a little bit of weakening of the earth energy when you're not eating meat. And so vegans understand that, and they sort of do other ways to deal with that through meditation or other spiritual practices. But if you're not doing that and you're just going to eat vegetables or something, you feel weaker. I understand that. So then you have to eat a little bit of meat and eat the meats that are right for you. And in this case, liver body types, they can eat all kinds of meat. And if they eat too much fish or too much leafy vegetables, then they feel weakened. And then they can make fun of the vegans. But there are people who cannot digest meat and fat well, and they will get worse if they eat the paleo diet or the all-meat diet or ketogenic diet. That's my case. If I eat too much meat or too much fat or too much oil, my condition gets worse because my lungs and large intestine are very strong. And when I eat meat and fat, these get stuck in my digestive system and they come up as mucus in my throat. And those create not only indigestion, but acne or skin problems. So my liver and gallbladder are too small to effectively digest the meat and fat, and they create inflammation in my body. So for me, meat and fat is not the great thing. They are for others, and they create health issues. So now that I know that, I focus on veggies, especially leafy veggies, fruit, whole grains, whole beans, and then some good quality fish and shellfish when needed. And these people, my type of body type, the lung people, had a reaction in the 1960s, 70s to the Western diet, and they created the health food stores and stuff like that. So the people who go to these health food stores are usually people who don't feel aligned with the meat-eating body type or all the foods that they have at the supermarket. There are some people who talk a lot, and they're overly faithful or religious, or they're just extremely organizational people. They're very trustworthy. Everyone trusts them. They're the center, and everyone sort of gathers around them when there's a group. These people often have very round waist, and their waist also tends to get bigger as well. Why is that? Because these people have incredibly strong stomachs. So these are the stomach spleen people. And so it's natural that people gather around them because they're centered. The stomach is the center of the body, so they're very centered people. People who gather around them, they're very centered and balanced, strong. And they love to eat because their digestive system is so strong. And so for a while, they can eat everything and they don't feel any difficulties. Their stomach naturally has a lot of acid. It's very strong. And so the certain foods for them to watch out are the foods that are already full of acid or full of heat energy, because they naturally have a lot of heat in their stomach. And the worst of that is chicken. Chicken, if you watch a chicken move, it's full of extreme energy and heat and activity. So that's the worst thing for them. So when these kind of round people eat chicken, then their condition gets worse. Spicy foods as well. So for them, they need to eat sort of like iced coffee to sort of cool down their stomachs. And some pork as well. If the stomach gets too strong, the kidneys get weak. That's why I mentioned the pork or some black beans to strengthen their weak kidneys. And for them, over time, their ankles, hips, lower body, reproductive organs may have problems. Eating the right diet, right lower body exercise, right for them. Then there's the final one, the kidney, bladder, DNA body type people. They have strong bodies, strong minds. They have great left brain, right brain interaction. Lower body, they have strong, lower legs, so they could be hip hop dancers or like the Russian sort of army military guys who kick their legs up high, or they can be great scientists. They are smooth, intelligent, wise like water. But some of them can be weak and ill like, polluted lakes or rivers. As their stomach is very, very weak, they need acidic foods such as tomatoes and citrus fruits and root veggies. And if they desire meat, then they should eat super energetic meat like chicken, lamb, duck. So in general, those are the different types of body types. Again, if you want to know more, you can pick up my book or pick up my lecture down below, and I'll let you know your body type specifically. Let's strengthen our immune systems. Yay. Have a good day.